In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare she can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracey after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracey Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracey Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracey after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracey Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracey Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracey Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.
Hey everyone. All right. You know when you have too many of these charging things? Okay. Just want to get some juice. All right. How are you all doing? Glasses. All right. Come on in. Come on in. Coffee is way too hot. Oh, that's not coming in. Come on in. Come on in. I know I said it would start at 9:30, but it turns out that this is driving me crazy. Miss Daisy's last day. She leaves tomorrow. Last full day on the island. She leaves tomorrow. And I just couldn't see her leaving without a goodbye cake or something. So I couldn't find a goodbye cake because Richard was like, well, she can't eat this and she can't eat that. And I was like, you're right. So I got donuts. And can somebody tell me how much a dozen donuts cost in your town? Can somebody please inform me of how much a dozen donuts cost? And then I'll tell you how much I paid. Oh, let me get some air on me. Yeah, I gotta get some air on me. I am burning up from the inside out. Okay, this will do for right now. Oh, okay, this will do. I got the air conditioner on. I got all kinds of things. Oh, I was looking for you for this little thing. I'm just gonna put it up here for now. I'll put you down there. I am burning up. All right, let's say hi to the peeps first, and then I will give you my gripe. Should I call it the gripe of the day, problem of the day? Let's call it the gripe of the day. Good morning, Diamond Eyes. Hi, Jenna J. And then you guys are saying hello to each other. Hi, Steven. Oh my God. Hi, Tracey. Hi, Noel. One door closes so another one can open. I love how you look. Well, let me tell you something. I don't even know how I get this look every day. Just, I beg God. I'm like, I don't know. Somehow or another, I pull it off every morning. I think I go to bed like Godzilla, though. All right, I'm blessed, says Diamond Eyes at Jenny. Or should I say, we are blessed? Yeah, you should say that. Oh, Diamond Eyes says to Jenny, she's very blessed too. Grand Rising Infinite, so beautiful. Tracey, what are you guys doing? Thank you. Well, let's say that my beauty comes from, let's just say it comes from good morals. Let's just say that. You know, there are plenty of people that don't like me, and I respect your disdain for me. I only have two types of people in my life. People that hate me, or people that absolutely love me. Well, let me tell you something, haters. The ones that love me got morals. The ones that hate me, well, sometimes you got to look inside. Sometimes you got to look at thyself when you hate me. One door closes, says, I love you. Thank you. One door closes. Thank you for the love. I need a love child because there are haters. Shirley's Donuts. Bree's so funny. Bree's like, I'm on it. Shirley, how much are your donuts? Oh, okay. Let me tell Tracey. Okay, listen to me carefully because I'm about to kill somebody. Anybody else want to give me some prices on donuts in their town? Hi, soul sister. I got one for $11.99. Gotcha. I hear you very well. Gotcha. Unless I did something wrong. No, I only brought donuts, a glazed cinnamon for myself because I couldn't open up the donuts, even though I wanted one of the donuts because it had like chocolate plus chocolate chip. But I couldn't open it without, like, how do you open something and go, oh, by the way, this is for you, ma'am? Anybody else wants to share what donuts cost in their town? And then I'll share mine. Wait a minute. Infinite, did you pay for a candle? Where do you live? Where do you live? In Saudi Arabia? Your donuts are 30,000 a dozen? I mean, $30 a dozen? Infinite, did you pay for a candle for this month? New York, effing city. Donuts are $30 a dozen. Move. Move. For the donuts alone. I mean, the pizza will keep me there, but for the donuts, move. Anybody else wants to share? See, I'm in Texas with Bree. This is ridiculous. Oh my God, this coffee tastes so good. I got coffee at the donut shop, but then I had to go to the bank. So I drank half the coffee. So I had to come home, and I still had coffee, like a quarter full. And then I had to make my own coffee, but I put it on top. You know how that is. You know how that is. Oh, okay, okay. Well, did you do your candle magic? This is a very strong, apparently, it's a very strong Hunter's moon in Aries. Please do your magic today. Guys, I don't care if you cannot light a candle, but I do care that you write things down, that you speak to Allah, Elohim, Yeshua. What's the word? Yeshua. I can't remember. Whatever you call your God. If you call your God the universe, go ahead and use it. God does not care. If you talk to only angels, go ahead. God sends the angels to you. Write your letter, but write it today. Okay, $25. Actually, a box of 6. A 6? We said a dozen. A dozen. We need to know a dozen. Oh, Randy's Deluxe. Does it? See, I know Randy's. Is Randy's that famous donut shop with the big donut in Inglewood? Randy's Donut dozen, Los Angeles, $27. Okay. Okay, the big cities are full of crap. $32. $32 a dozen here. One, I don't have that kind of money. Two, it's not like I can eat them all, right? If I could eat it all, I might spend $32 a dozen, but this is a goodbye present. Oh, which reminds me. I gotta see something. Yay. Okay, great. I'll pass by. Okay, great. Oh, great. Thank you. Thank you. I'm trying. I'm trying. All right. Bree, you be sending me some crazy stuff. Okay. I was gonna look up something. Now I can't. Oh. Hold on. I hate it. Like I could never be an event planner. Good morning. Okay. Hopefully he'll answer, and then I'll let him know what he needs to do. All right. Yeah. Premium. It comes from the same yeast. Premium. $45. I don't believe it. I've never brought a dozen donuts. I don't think so. I usually go into Winchell, so sister. Get me like I must have brought a dozen at some point in the 20 years I was there. I don't know. tells us to go take a steak instead, right? No. Do your bay leaves and do at least 5 of them, right? Asking for different things. Don't forget to put the $sign, right? But do not date it because that's your control. You're trying to tell universe. So on this hunches moon, this is what I'm looking for. And spirits don't like to be controlled. Like they don't really care, but you need to know that I'm actually wet. You need to know that spirit does not want to be controlled, that that's a human thing, and that they will give and get and even like speak on your behalf to God, to organize whatever you want. But how you want it is 2 different things. So that's why we're not going to put the date on. Because God will give you what you want. I promise you. You know, I have something called the Book of Shadows. And I journal in my Book of Shadows every time I do candle magic. And this Book of Shadow might go back 20 years. And I said to God, I want to be on TV, right? That's what I said to God. Way before I wanted to come up with a concept of a bunch of psychics, I just said I wanted to be. Well, it turns out, starting out on YouTube, but it turns out everybody watches me from their TV. So I got my wish. So you just have to recognize that God will give you what you want, not by the way you want it, but one day you're going to look up and you're going to say, God gave me everything I want. So don't control it. Just put what your desires are and call it a day. Hi, beautiful baby. Oh, how's the baby? Probably 3 now. Hi, Tiffany. Hi, Demetria. Okay. Damn it. Your face is glowing. Did you schedule that coffee date? Nope. I did not. Because I told him that I found a rat on my forehead and he has yet to ask if I am okay. So, nope, nope, nope. I want somebody that cares about me, child. I don't need a man. I need a lover that wants to love me up and down, including like get a hot rag for me for my forehead. I can hear you. Oh, Lord. Hi, Patrice Julian. Are you new to me? How are you? Hey, girl, hey. That is such a young girl. Like, you can always tell the young ones. They're like, hey, girl, hey. I love it. I love the youth. I'm dead. Oh, thank you so much for the help. I really appreciate it. You're welcome, Cassie. Hey, Claudine. Hey, Tiffany. Hey, Demetria. Hope I'm not missing anybody. Okay, I wanted to also. Oh, yeah. So do the Bailey. Yeah. But remember, Bailey is immediate, right? Candle magic, you see that over time, right? And when I say over time, I don't mean a week. Candle magic is much slower. So you'll see it in the next 3 months or something like that, candle magic. That's why you have to be consistent with candle magic. Everybody wants to do candle magic and have the expectation of it happening right away. Patience. And you doing your part is the magic. Right? All right. have something that I'm doing, right? And so the person's meeting me here before 12 o'clock. Now I prayed on it, prayed. I said, God, what do I do? And so I figured out I have to do my part for the miracles to come in. Don't sit back and be all spoiled, because God is like, oh, look at her being all spoiled. Let's watch how this turns out for him. And he will tell your angels, do not touch her. Do not give her anything, no blessing. To watch what she does. And God will let you fall on your face, on your face. And then God goes, and then you all upset with God. How could you you did this to me? How could you do this to me? God doesn't love me. I'm all depressed. And okay, well, what am I doing? We're having fun today. It's Friday. Okay. I have a problem as of lately. I had this problem with R. Kelly. Now I have the same problem with P. Diddy. Now, I don't know about other cultures. I can only talk about my culture. If other cultures can relate, don't lie. Come relate. But I know my culture, right? So we know Uncle has touched everybody. Some people's daddies have touched them. Some people's brothers have touched them. Some people, girl cousins, have touched their girl cousins. Full stop. I gotta answer this text. No, no, no. Okay. I think I saw it today, Claudine. Why did you call me? Or did I see a text message? Maybe I saw a text message from you. Claudine. I saw a text message from you that is profound, but I don't know if I could share it. Let me see if they let me share it. Oh, I'm gonna save the video right now. I could do it tonight on thank God it's Intuition Friday. I'll share it tonight, sweetie. Child, I can't do magic each and every time. Me too. There's a flicker in the sky. And each and every Jupiter day of the week, which is Thursday. Smart girl. But I wanted talking to you too. All right. What time did you call me so I can give you a heads up? 10:24. I don't talk after 10:24. My phone is on silent. So we can talk today. Okay. Hold on. You get my sense of humor. Y'all get my sense of humor. I don't get my sense of humor. All right. So, okay. So let me know. I would love to know any updates. Okay. So, if you've ever been the M word, right? Boys or girls, because now we used to think it was a mostly girl thing. We never imagined that a girl cousin would touch a girl cousin. We never imagined that Uncle so and so would be attracted to the boys too. Oh, glad you get my sense of humor. Anyhow, I'm being distracted. Okay, so, but we don't find out until everybody is grown. So I'm talking about people in my age bracket, the 62, 65, 70-year-old. It's not until we got grown and had children that we begin to identify with being a victim. Why? Because society changed. Why? Because mental health changed. Why? Because we started getting counseling. But our parents, their crazies didn't get counseling. So what did they say to us? Shut up. That's my brother. Shut up. I came from you. You don't talk about my brother. And then you would find out that the uncle, right, that mauled most of the children, mauled most of his sisters. We put it in God's hands. Wait, what? Put it in God's hands. Meanwhile, you're like 15. God authorized it? Huh. So when Uncle comes, I can't scream at him? Are you going to watch the other kids that are younger than me? He likes them at 8, mother. Like, but you can't say that to your mother, right? Because she'll slap the crap out of you, right? Even in the worst topic ever, I'm making fun of, you know, cultural and people. Now, is that the machine you told me about in your video? Machine? Machine. Oh, 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 it looks like it. It looks like it. to stretch, I don't know how to spell stretch, your spine to alleviate pain. Alleviate pain. All right. So, back to Sherelle's world. Are you not surprised? Did anybody watch last night's video? Is anybody surprised that I'm back on Sherelle's world? Well, I have decided I can't do this with her anymore. I can't deal with the gaslighting. I can't deal with, oh, I have sympathy, but I don't have sympathy. Oh, I have sympathy, but I really need to see the pictures. I need proof. And her husband, let's just call him Mr. Weakling, just agreeing with everything that she says. Now, trust and believe she's the aggressor in that relationship. Like, he is way too passive. He does not, he'll begin to have an original thought, and you could hear in her voice that she's getting upset with him, and then he changes it. The problem with me, Sherelle, is that nothing fools me. Nothing. I'm even questioning whether or not they're in the same household right now. I'm just saying. Doesn't look like it to me. Yes, Noelle. Noelle said I was watching them and I can't with Perry. But then she started in with her ignorant takes too. Oh, like you could tell two people that were meant for each other. You could tell when two people that were meant for each other, Miss Aggressive and Mr. Submissive. And if he wants to have an original voice, she won't let him. He will never say, that is my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. He talks her talk. Now, I'm not forgiving you, Perry. Because at your grown-ass age, this is where you get to have your voice, especially if you're going to be in public. Then don't be in public if you can't have your own original voice. Not that I expect that your original voice should be against hers. But one of the reasons why your panel worked out well, Sherelle, is because we got different takes rather than your narrow-minded way of thinking. And even in the feed, people are like, why do you need pictures to believe a victim? And then she goes, yeah. I mean, I all acting last night, all of it, because what she wanted to say is what Perry said. So Perry became her sounding board, and she's up there playing innocent. Fuck. True. Thank you, Diamond Eye. They don't seem to be in the same house, right? Back in the day, if she had a problem, Perry would be like, I'll be right over. Close out her feed. They fiddle. He goes back to his room. Something happened. And anywho, I want y'all to listen to this, and I want y'all to, did I take a picture of this? I'm just so upset. I'm just so upset. I thought he took a picture of this. Damn it. Let me see if I can get a picture up.
Was on the phone with Diddy, and Diddy was Diddy and his two sons, Christian, Quincy and Christian, and she made a comment about how she didn't like Diddy because he unalived Tupac. Can you hear me about this lawsuit?
I hear you.
That he had something to do with Tupac. And she's claiming that so Diddy got mad at the time, and then a couple days later he had Shane get her over to the house, and can't describe what happened because I don't want my video to get taken down. But he did things to her with a remote control, and her lawyer is the same lawyer of Adria English, who they found out was lying. I think Adria needs to start really vetting her clients before you just start going to television and, try to get your name out there. Because the things that are missing in this case is she said that he pulled the GUN out on a neighbor. She said that, they drugged her when she woke up. She went out in the backyard where they were, and Diddy was like, why are you up? I gave you so much stuff, you should still be asleep. And then he said, I had fun with you. And she said, I didn't have fun. You argued me, right? And then a neighbor looked over the fence and said, is everything okay over there? And then he pointed the GUN at the neighbor. There's a lot of holes in this story. Listen, I believe Diddy's a bad person. I believe he did a lot of terrible stuff to a lot of people. But then you got these other people that are just jumping on board. I think that the judge needs to cut through all of that BS and only bring in true victims. The story has gotten out of hand. Everybody's covering it. Everybody wants attention. Every lawyer wants to be involved. Because I really don't even understand why Tony Busby came out and said for the celebrities, if they want their tapes back, they can purchase it from him. Never heard of anything like that. It's crazy. It's really crazy. B is not so clean. Jason Lee said he had to clean up some stuff for B. Oh, you're talking about Beyonce. Go ahead, Perry.
Oh, no, I was saying that the attorney has become the new Blockbuster. If you want to videotape, go and see it. You know what I'm saying? Holla at your boy. Yes.
But that's the latest update on the Diddy case, is that the attorneys filed to get their no more Jane Does, to release the names of the people. And I think he's going to get it. We need to get past all of this stuff. I had to read 62 pages this morning. She said after she left, she ran out screaming. One of the guys told her that was involved of the gang SA that he was an undercover cop. No undercover cop is going to admit to you that they're undercover cop and then get in on the action. That's just not going to happen. He says, oh yeah, that girl isn't represented by Busby. No, she's not. She's represented by Ariel Mitchell.
Okay, let me pause here. I think that the girl said that somebody said to her, he's an undercover cop. Now, if you've just been violated and your mind is not okay, you're going to believe anything. You're going to be like, cop, don't you notice? Don't you notice when something happens to a child and the cops come banging on the door, the child gets immobile, even though it's a cop. The child goes like this. And then the cop says, you can come with me. I'm like basically saying, I'm the good guy. And she goes like this, or he. And in some cases, the cops can spend hours convincing a child that they're the good guy, even feeding them food. Are you hungry? Do you want some McDonald's? okay, we'll get some McDonald's. And they'll give the child the McDonald's, and the cop will sit on the floor and feed themselves McDonald's to show that he's in a safe place by going down to his level and eating the same foods. Usually, once the child eats, then he or she is like, "Oh, you fed me, and my mama ain't fed me in a week, so if you fed me, I'm gonna go with me some cops," right? Not saying that the cop is the good guy, but saying that finally somebody cares about me. So let's cut to an adult that's just been traumatized in any form. And then somebody comes along and says, jokingly to her, but knowing that this could then trick her, right? And say to her, "Don't worry, I'm an undercover cop." That's one thing. The other thing is, when there is an undercover cop, because they had undercover cop in the mafia that witnessed killings. When there is an undercover cop, it's possible that they could be there witnessing all this stuff. It's possible. However, I believe in her case, the person that said he was an undercover cop then violated her. Why does Sherelle say that's a near impossibility? That's not true. That's not true. Sherelle, anything can be true. Anything. These are people that did this for a living. Not 2 years ago, 30 years in the making, that they just all got better at this. What do you guys think so far? Yes, Sherelle sounds ignorant a lot. Yes, even the way she is talking lightly and laughing. Noelle, thank you for noticing everything that I'm noticing. At first, she was calling him out, not believing the victims, but now she's taking his side. You know what I think it is sometimes? Let me tell you what I think it is. I think it's boy moms. Boy moms think, what if this were my child? So now I'm thinking something's up with her boys. Because I feel like she's fixing the public because she's a boy mom. And if this were to happen to my boys, I would want people to not believe the victims. It's boy mom syndrome. Like when you don't have a girl, like your internal is much more sensitive to boys. Much more. It's just a boy mom syndrome. I don't have it because I was taken down as a 10-year-old. So when I was bringing up my son, I was like, you don't touch nobody. Ever. That thing right there, monitor it. You can't take with it. You know what I mean? I told my boy, I don't know if I said it that way, but oh wait. My clothes are wet. Because I've been running around all over the place. Okay, let's finish up. Let me see, new comment. Let's finish up. Hi, Sharila. How are you? All right, let's finish up.
kid. She's with that female. I forgot her name. Her name's Ariel Mitchell Kid. Busby's cases have all been vetted and have evidence with photos. Okay, we need to see the photos and see what's.
Who needs to see the photos? Sherelle needs to see the photos? I don't need to see the photos. If someone comes to me and said I was mauled by Diddy, I'm not even asking questions. I'm not asking how. I'm not asking, tell me what he did. I'm going to say, did you call the cops? Because we need to call the cops right now.
So it's a mess. It's a mess. But we have to keep track of every little detail because before you know it, they're asking for a speedy trial. So all of the stuff is happening. We got to keep an eye on what's going on, and I got to keep you guys up to date. Perry, what are your thoughts on all these people whose case doesn't seem so strong? Because Ariel Mitchell already had another client. Her name is Adria England, who lied. So she ended up dropping her. She's not vetting.
Oh my God. The girl didn't lie. The girl came to the Ariel lawyer with a very good case, and then she started acting wackadoo. She didn't lie. Somebody probably threatened her. Her life, her children, told her, we know where you live and work. You better drop that case. So the girl started acting wackadoo. And she started going on TikTok or IG showing that she's wackadoo. She never lied. Sherelle, she never lied. She got scared. Why is she talking like we gonna stay on top of this? We gonna do everything. We gonna check out these folders. Who the F are you, Sherelle? Shut up. Shut up. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna get to the part where she's like 3,000 phone calls to Busby. She said something like 3,000 and they're all fake. I'm paraphrasing, like quote unquote. They're all fake. Because if they weren't fake, they would be a part of the 120. I'm paraphrasing, but it's like, oh my God. I'm disappointed in the ugly. This is people in my age bracket, which Sherelle is in my age bracket. People in my age bracket, we still carry the rhetoric of our parents who were really ignorant, not their fault. They were ignorant based upon what society would let them grow out of. So if you're disgusting in the French Quarters for 5 generations, oh well, we're not going to get you mental health. We're not going to get you counseling. We're barely going to send social services into you. That's into any project, any French Quarter, any poor place. We are grown. Our children are grown. And nobody wants to carry anything that our parents have put inside of us. We get mental health counseling now. We learn to admit that, yes, we were mauled. We get to admit that we were mauled. We get to heal from that. We get to talk about it. And now that we're watching so many others get mauled, do you honestly think I'm going to be like that generation that's like, don't talk about it. God got this. You're right, God got this. That's why it's being exposed. Sherelle? You're damn right, God got this.
people before she comes to public with it.
No, this is what I think, Sherelle. Like I said, now, I wasn't in the room with none of these people, but I just know how it go. Bill Cosby, I believe a lot of them, the women, but I know people jump on the bandwagon for a stimulus check. Okay?
Do you know at this stage of the game, whoever filed a lawsuit can't even have a monetary figure attached because there's no money. There's no money. There's not enough money to pay off all these people. And the lawyers are telling the victims that. So what they're going to get is justice. By speaking up and compounding like a pancake all the same issues that they keep coming up. These issues aren't varied. They're not varied. The stories are all the same. Trust and believe. The lawyers have already told them there's not going to be any money left over. But we're still going to prosecute this case. Do you want to move forward?
Oh, most of them, it's easy to copy the format. He forced me to drink. I was, spiked or whatever, right? This happened. Now, of course, he touched me. He did this. When I woke up, I didn't know, but I was just too scared. But not 5 years, 10 years, 20 years to say something. And I know some people, it's been really happened to them, couldn't do it.
Do you know that what happened to me when I was 10 years old? 10 years old. The whole family ostracized me. It was my cousin. The whole side of my dad's family ostracized me. I was 10. They all believed I did something wrong. And as I got older and I went to family barbecues, the rumor about me must have spread because all the cousins would hang on to their husbands. Meanwhile, in a weird twist of fate, all the husbands wanted to talk to me because the rumors were out there. To this day, I don't know what the rumors are, but you could tell that when I went to a barbecue, oh, that's Tracey. And the guys would look at me like with hunger in their eyes. The guys would look at me like this. It got to the point between the men looking at me, the women wanting to keep their men from me, but you started this shit. You told the men I was something that I wasn't. I'm not even sure how the story got exaggerated, but it did get exaggerated. I just never heard the rest of the story. And the women hating me, and when I say women, I mean from my father's sister on down. That I just thought one day, it is not worth going to a barbecue. It is not worth going to a family reunion. I'm going to mind my little business, and I hope they all forget about me. And I stopped going to family reunions on my dad's side, and they gave a family reunion every 2 years. Now, maybe the last one was in my early 30s. Maybe. So you don't come out and talk about it. I never talked about it to my family, to my dad, to my mom. Everybody knew that I was a victim. Everybody knew that I was a victim, but somehow they turned it around. So I never got to explain to my mom her part in this. I never got to explain. I feel like I might have told my dad, but I don't know if I ever got to tell my dad my mom's part in it. But beyond those two, the only one that knew everything that was going on in that household was my sister, because she was there, hearing all the screams. My brother, who is now passed on, And my youngest brother, who was a baby, he might have been 5 when everything was going. Like, it's terrible. And how do you, years later, go back and explain to people what happened to you? This happened to me. I did not create this. It happened to me. So now they're all dead. All of them, they're dead. So there's nobody to go to. Except I tell you guys everything. I've been talking about this for years, intermittently. But even tell you right now, like my head is vibrating because I'm trying to hold back tears. Fuck these people that don't believe the victims. Fuck them. Fuck their mother. Fuck their children. Fuck you.
Traumatized, and they don't want to relive it, to press charges. So I do know that. But I think a lot of are liars.
Well, I think Cassie's going to determine what happens to Diddy. We know she was a true blue victim. We know she knows how the inside operation worked. So they say she's going to testify. So all this other stuff, we could just kind of weed out. That's what I think. All right, let's see. Too much smoke, not to be fired. Everybody isn't telling a lie. No, they're not. I believe certain ones, but not all of them. If their first time, yeah. If it's their first time, I don't know what that means. Why do the public need to see photos of the alleged victims? Well, we don't necessarily need photos, but we need to know who they are, be able to verify their stories.
We who, bitch? We who?
It's really hard for me to feel compassion for Jane Doe. I need to know.
This is who y'all listen to. It's really hard for me to feel compassion for a Jane Doe. Do you know that is something that the lawyer decides with his client? We don't have to mention your name right now. We can file the case as a Jane Doe. As we get further in, the judge will decide if it's necessary to bring your name up. But if you had a life that you recovered from this, and maybe your family never knew, you would want to say a Jane Doe. But you also want to participate in a way where you have meaning and impact. And if I could do that as a Jane Doe, I would. Exhausting.
This is what I think. Here's how you know they lie. If the feds have had them under watch for so long, why are his 3 counts only around the time of dealing with Cassie? The civil claims look back windows are the loopholes. Every day people don't come out with being a victim. Ever. At times, so a powerful person would even be more stressful to accuse.
Right.
I think I get what you're saying. Like, a lot of people are going to put their reputation and self on the line for a lie. But some of them have been caught lying. We need to weed them out. And even without them, there's still a lot of victims. A lot. Reliving your trauma with the...
No one, right? Unless I'm wrong, you guys help me out. No one has been caught lying as of today. No one. That's the lawyer's job, to weed out the ones that doesn't have enough to make a case, right? And to push forward the ones that have a good case. And let me tell you something else, Sherelle, that you might have missed in that press conference. Most of them, went to the hospital. Can you imagine a remote control and not going to the hospital? Most of them went to the hospital. Most of them reported it to the cops. Most of them reported it to social services. There's a large number of record keeping for these people. And the system failed them, just like you are failing them as a blogger. Miss, I don't have girls. Miss, I want to protect my boys if this ever happened. Miss, I want to gaslight my own people on YouTube. That way, if anything ever happens to my son, I'm going to be like, they're framing him just like they framed Diddy.
Girl, it's re-traumatizing. That's true. Cassie is a part, but it's others that very, very important too. Those are what I want to hear. Because they are putting together a superseding indictment. I heard about that. You're saying in time, another indictment's going to come and it's going to make more sense. That might be true too.
Oh my God, didn't you hear the original prosecutor, the black one that was real cute from Southern District of New York? Didn't you hear him say, this is just the start? If there are any more victims out there, contact us so that they can add and add and add. What they got him on is what they could get him on. But if there are more victims out there, contact us. Because there's more coming. Didn't you hear that part? Sherelle?
Do you agree with that, Gary?
Well, yeah, no, I mean, I agree with that. And I don't want people to take it the wrong way. I'm just saying, I know some people don't want to come out, just say their name and whatnot. But can you honestly say, with all these people coming out the woodworks, that none of them's lying? It's hard for me to believe that.
Yes. But I believe that Diddy's going away for the rest of his life. I think that TD Jakes is going to get away with it. What do we feel about Jay-Z? You guys, is Jay-Z going to get away with it too? Like, I think TD Jakes.
She is determined to keep Jay-Z on her mouth, on her channel. You know, let me tell y'all something. Y'all have canceled me for less. Y'all have canceled me for Trump. Y'all have canceled me for Lamar. Y'all even canceled me for Isabel Milton. But y'all gonna let her talk this shit? Yeah, it's perfect. Y'all just gonna let her talk this shit? About victims? About a story that is unfolding. They did the same thing with R. Kelly. The same damn thing with R. Kelly. Save R. Kelly, save R. Kelly. I know nobody's putting out Save P. Diddy, but that's because of 50 cents. That's because from the beginning, 50 Cent copied me and said, Diddy did it. Oh, yes, he did. He know he did. Diddy did it. And since 50 Cent is all macho and da-da-da-da-da-da, black man ain't saying shit this time. Save Diddy. No save Diddy. This is crazy. What I'm listening to, the most effed up thing any blogger could ever say without true facts. Like, this is not cute, Sherelle. This is not what your channel should be about. You are not a detective. You are not a lawyer. You're barely educated in anything of humankind, women's care. Y'all have canceled me for less. And yet y'all gave her 130,000 plus views for this bullshit. Not y'all.
It's gonna get away with it. But what happens is life will catch up with you eventually. He made it this time through. If it happens again, he won't make it through. What do you think?
Me personally, I think Jay-Z gonna be fine. Diddy, I don't know, because it's too many people that owe him that could be on these tapes who refuse to destroy their own personal lives to prosecute. So I really don't know what's gonna happen. I really don't.
Yeah. I believe the victims that have been vetted for their protection, I don't think they should be known until trial. I don't think that's going to happen because the defense has to have a chance to put a case together. It's a lot.
Or maybe they can keep it sealed. You know what I'm saying? But I guess, I don't know, it's hard to say. Like, for their safety reasons, if you come out and give a name, that person come up missing. Maybe, I don't know. But personally, I just think that somewhere, whether they seal it, not put it to the public, that these cases need to have some name on it, to me.
The question is,
He just said somebody could come up missing. He just said that.
the ones buying the anonymity. I feel like we should know, but I feel like those people, if you have enough money to buy the tape back, you're gonna get away with it.
Well, I'll say this too. For the people who buy it back, like, if you volunteered to go to one of these little freak-offs and you did some things that wasn't criminal, right? Maybe they should and not be exposed and all this stuff and have a chance just to get their property back, because at the same time, they was illegally filmed too. You know what I'm saying? Or if that makes sense. Like,
But what about people like T.D. Jakes that is just lying to his congregation?
Right. If T.D. Jakes didn't commit a crime, now, they can show some shit about his morals and his religion beliefs, right, or whatever, but if he went there and was somebody's donkey, so what? He volunteered, another person that did that. Maybe the church would have to deal with it, basically, right? But what I'm saying is, these people, the only people that get prosecuted is the people who committed crimes. What I'm thinking.
Yeah, I get it. Someone said LeBron is guilty as charged. Y'all messy. Y'all think LeBron was at the freak-offs? T.G. Jakes was there for a reason. Okay. We have lost Dr. Tony Evans. So, think Bishop Jakes will be spared. Also, I believe the feds have not shown their full deck of cards. That's true.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, I will keep you updated on this case. Jag. Everybody pray for Jag. It's serious. It's not a joke.
Mm-hmm.
Pray for Jag. Jay-Z. Don't know if it's true, but a lot of people are blaming you for messing with their channels. Child, this is some serious stuff. And as far as the latest on the legal thing, they're asking, we will get an answer in a couple of days. So, liars are trying to steal the real victim's money. Yeah.
Liars are trying to steal the real victim's money. She agrees.
Yeah. Thank you, Kobe. That's true.
Right.
All right.
Thank you, Kobe. One of her people was like, liars are trying to steal the real victim's money. There's no money. There's no money. There's no hidden money. There's no Swiss bank account with this P. Diddy bullshit. He's offering up his $50 million home and his mother's home because there's no money. All right. Bree, she's acting like an actual real investigator. She's the Lulu. You have no training to even be able to do so. Like, go sit the F down already. Diamond goes, right, Bree. Bree, she gets on my nerves, says Cherie Love. Sister Craft says, all this stuff has my PTSD flaming lately. Last time it was so bad because of Penn State stuff. Oh, the Penn State. Oh. Oof. That part made me so angry. Shut up, Harry. Noel says, thank you. Claudine is like crazy, right? Crazy. Soul Sister is like, oh, I'm so sorry you had to experience that, Tracy. That's horrific. Yeah. 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 It is. It's it. Oh. That's why sometimes it looks like I'm against men. I'm not against men. I'm against disgusting men. I'm against men that hurt women. I'm against men that gaslight women. That's why I'm for women. Because to grow up from a 10-year-old, having your whole family gaslight you, that you're the problem. At some point, you just go, okay, I'm okay. I'll never come around again. And I never did. My sister went around them all the time, knowing the truth. Sister Craft says, my essay made me such an on top of it parent. It makes you a micro parent. Would hug or kiss my child or grandchild if they don't want to be hugged or kissed, period. Right. I never made my son. Oh, that's female or male. They're safe. No one is safe. My son was doing a commercial called Men in Black. And the makeup artist was putting on makeup on my son so lovingly. Like she was like this. Let me take this down. She was like this. And I looked at her like this. And when she looked up and saw me, she jumped back. And then I smiled at her. Fuck out of here. Let me get back to the comments. Her own chat was calling her out. Yes. She can't feel compassion for Jane Doe, says Noel. Noel says, I watched all of this and could not believe it. The Soulful Acre says, and being a Jane Doe protects the integrity of the case so the defendants can't intimidate witnesses. Thank you. She is upsetting me with that no compassion for Jane Doe statement because she's not educated in the reasons why someone needs to be a Jane Doe. Go to law school. Learn from YouTube University. Go find something on YouTube University that will explain to you why someone needs to be a Jane Doe. As a matter of fact, you have enough educated, unlike you, Sherelle, clients. Oh, did you sign it? Oh, no. Okay. Okay, another time. Miss Hilda. Ilma. Hi, Miss Ilma. I'm doing fine. How are you? Good, good, good. Enjoy your day. Okay. Sometimes adult sucks. You're right, Miss Tracy. She's failing as a blogger, says Soulful Acres. She's gaslighting you all. But but now, like my psychic antennas are saying to me, why is she gaslighting you all? Is there something her sons are doing? Why is she gaslighting you all? Like, this is too much defense. Y'all need to investigate because something does not seem right. Here goes Richard. They sound like crazy. They sound like the Republicans for Trump. They sound like the same thing toward P. Diddy. She's spewing lies and speculation. Diamond says, child, that's that blonde wig talking, right? Perry agrees with everything, right? I could never understand them, right? It's like Noel says, 1 minute they know better, the next minute they double down on their terrible takes. Like, it's so bipolar. You're right. Jane Does need to be protected. But I think Jane Does need their names out before the trial begins. Oh my God. They're bipolar. Undiagnosed. Or maybe diagnosed. One of them is diagnosed. They are slow like syrup in the wintertime. That's what my mother would say. This is crazy. Are they crazy? Scobbs Dane says. Yes. Yes, Scobbs. They are crazy. We gotta laugh. Excusing debauchery from a man of God, but blaming and not believing victims because you don't know their names. Effing crazy, says beautiful baby O, trying to be sensational, sounding ignorant. AF. What's ASF? What's that? I don't know. AF. Sorry to all that had this experience, right? Because I'm not the only one. And this is triggered. And that's what I think is upsetting me. She has a wonderful following without taking into consideration that most people in the Black culture has been mauled. Has been mauled. Now, let me tell you something. When the R. Kelly thing, I think it was R. Kelly, there was an R. Kelly thing was going down, people on IG, like women especially, they would be like, oh, I believe him, da 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 da. And so on purpose, I would do mean things, right? On purpose, I'll tell you the truth. And so when I would see that somebody would defend R. Kelly, especially a woman, I would go back at them. And I was like, since you don't believe them, I hope when it happens to you, people will feel the same way and let your victim go. Or maybe it'll happen to your children. Like, I was being very mean, and I know that. And then people would come back at me because they did this a lot. Like, sorry, I did do this a lot. And people would come back at me, and people would go, like, you could tell, like, they're screaming inside and in writing on IG. And they would go, how could you say that to me, Tracey? This happened to me. I had the same thing happen to me. And I said, oh, you can only be triggered when I'm pointing the finger at you. As long as it's a secret, you can act like you're on the side of R. Kelly. But when I point the finger at you, the confession comes out. Don't say that about me, Tracey. I've already been mauled. That's why I'm looking at Sherelle's voice. There is something about this gaslighting. She is protecting her own son. Exactly. I removed myself as an adult. Since I was the problem being M'd as a child, you see, the family has the same effing problem. Now I'm like, to my family, you all can go to hell. You all. Who's Matilda and Emma? Now I need to know what this is. Oh my God, Diamond. My dad used to say, slow as molasses. I heard that too, Noel. Slow as molasses. Probably meant the same thing because back in the day, we ate molasses, which is a killer product. All right, guys. I know this whole show was about Sherelle. Sherelle, go to hell. You are mean. You are gaslighting. You're not one of us. And I find that so sad that you are not one of us. Some of us are going to move forward in our pain. And some of us are here to heal others because we understand the pain of being victimized as a child, being mauled, or as an adult to have terrible partners. I'm here to help. Now, those of you that don't like me, there's something wrong with you. Because I'm here to help. That's my game plan. I'm going to do it all day, every day. And you don't have to like the way I say it, but you need to understand I'm here to help. And I'm very, very proud of myself. I don't gaslight others. I got a whole side group over here. A whole side group. Intimate side group. That hates me. Fine. All y'all can go to hell. Because the one thing y'all can't say is that I did something to y'all. I might have said something to correct your moral compass, but since you don't want to correct your moral compass, I'm your problem? Fine, I'll be your problem. Goodbye. Goodbye. I'm in my villain era. I'm going to tell you how I feel. I'm going to tell you what I don't like. And that's a period, point blank. Now, if you know me, you're going to love me. If you don't know me, because of your moral compass, that you think you're hiding from people, but when I point it out, oh, I'm so offended because Tracey pointed out my moral compass and I'm all wrong. Yeah, I pointed it out. F you. I keep forgetting her name. Oh, but dealing with Busby, I gotta read it. Dealing with Busby, you will never know the real names of the Jane or John Doe. Trust me. He just settled several Jane Doe cases for a major NFL quarterback. See, we're not in Texas. So y'all know Busby more than we do. Her perspective is one that continues the raising of predators. Her perspective is one that continues the raising of predators. Wow. Mamas really need to heal their wounds, hold their children to integrity. Wow. I love when Sister Craft says this. You saved me from my darkest time. Sister Craft, you're welcome. Sister Craft will not surprise me, says Noelle. She seems to have fallen down that side of the internet. Talking about Sherelle. Hi, Tracey. Who pissed you off, child? You want to go back to the beginning and watch, but let me tell this person to call me. Reading done. Ready? Sherelle's world and her stupid ass husband. All right, guys. I love you so much. I appreciate people that see me. Good, bad, and ugly. Stop it. Hi, sweetie. Don't talk yet. Oh, I'm fine, sweetie. Don't talk yet. Okay? I love you. And goodbye. And I'm very proud of this video. Very proud of this video. Period. All right, guys. If y'all gonna hold me accountable for Lamar and Isabel Milton, y'all need to hold Perry and Sherelle accountable for something much more disgusting. All right. Love you guys. Damn it. Bye.
In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare she can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracey after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracey Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracey Brown live the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracey after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracey Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracey Brown live the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracey Brown live the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.